The Planning Board met in room 24 Monday night. The hearing on the site plan approval on Day Street from the last meeting continued into this meeting. The board discussed a number of around $13,000 of town benefit. However, both parties continued to discuss the amount that would be agreed upon. Along with changes to the original plan that could not be voted on that night, the board voted to continue this hearing to the next meeting. The meeting ended discussing the informational meeting on Nord's 150th birthday and the recent Green Communities grant. The Planning Board will meet again on February 24th. Continued from last week, the Board of Selectmen held a show cause hearing for Courtyard Marriott. This is the third violation for the establishment. Selectman Hajar voiced his frustration with Courtyard representatives.
The law does not require any license holder to accept a vertical license for any individual over the age of 21. You are allowed to have your own policy that says if you are the age of 21, you must have a horizontal license to be served in this place of establishment. You do not have to accept a vertical license from someone who's over 21. You don't have to do it. So the fact that someone comes into you 10 days after their 21st birthday and they still present you with the vertical license, you can say, no, I'm sorry. Vertical license is identification of individuals who are under 21. We do not serve individuals who present a vertical license. Many establishments in this state do that to protect themselves so that they don't have to worry about teaching math. So I would suggest that you do that as a policy instead of trying to deflect with this issue.
The board voted to suspend the Courtyard's liquor license for 1 day as punishment for the offense. After the hearing, the board received updates from DPW Director Mark Ryan and Light Department Superintendent James Collins. The next Board of Selectmen meeting will be Tuesday, February 18th. The Trails Advisory Committee discussed several future trail walks that are in the works. On March 7th, they will hold a full moon walk. There will also be a meditation walk in the near future. Joe Grilli also updated the committee on the Mass Trails grant. Wednesday afternoon, the Airport Commission met and held a brief meeting before entering into executive session. To begin the meeting, the Commission was given an AIP project update from Du Bois & King, then moved into new business to discuss permit applications and MassDOT payments. The Commission then went into executive session for the purpose of discussing the lots A, B, and C lease offer to Flight Level and litigation strategy regarding Boston Executive Helicopter. The Commission made a statement following the executive session.
I make the motion to offer the lease to Flight Level for lots A, B, and C, but the stipulation that a plan be provided as the exhibit because we do not have it as the exhibit.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'm sorry, the exhibit?
Exhibit A shows the plan.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't
Yes.
see Exhibit
We
A,
didn't see
so
the
we
exhibit, yes.
want to make sure we see that.
The second.
It's part of it.
Yeah.
On the motion for everyone at home, this is a lease of an area of 95,446 square feet, which includes tie-down areas and plus an area that Flight Level will be constructing a hangar on. This was a request for proposals that the town put out last May, and there was only one bid on this, and that was Flight Level, and it was acceptable, and we finally worked out the lease details between council. So there's been a motion and a second, and all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None.
The next meeting for the Airport Commission will be in the upcoming weeks. Also on Wednesday night, the Community Preservation Committee met and discussed various projects taking place around town. Judith Howard began the meeting with a presentation regarding the Morse House in South Norwood. Following Ms. Howard, Travis Farley, Superintendent of the Rec Department, presented to the Commission regarding the Murphy Field basketball court rehab, Father Max and Hospool's feasibility study, and the Bond Street and Lower Balch projects. The next meeting for the CPC will be on February 26th. For complete government coverage, tune into the NCM Government channel or watch us on demand at nordcommunitymedia.org.